So, Dimi, here we are, about to play the Kreutzer Sonata,
Yes.
an Everest of the violin and piano repertoire, no?
Right. It certainly set the standard so high that it probably was never reached by anyone except maybe Schubert, actually, rather anonymously for Beethoven, because Beethoven barely knew that Schubert was around in the same town. But his fantasy, I think, are the two towering monuments. But the birth of this sonata is quite remarkable, as everything around this, and now we have this whole phenomenon of the Kreutzer Sonata. It really should have been the Bridge Tower Sonata.
Well, we have here the
yes.
two gentlemen in question.
Yes.
Tell us about George Bridgetower.
George Bridgetower. Clearly, he was he lived here in London. He was from here. He was what was called at that time mulatto, and that's what Beethoven wrote his first original dedication to, mulatto lunatico, and I'll explain in a second why he called him. He came to Vienna in 1803 and stirred a lot of public with his brilliant violin playing, and at some of the concerts, Beethoven played with him. And then Bridgetower asked him to write something for him. And since obviously he wasn't staying there very long, Beethoven, as always, was under time pressure, and he presented a manuscript just the day before the performance. It was scheduled for a very strange, but obviously very distinguished 8 in the morning concerts. I don't know what they did in those days. They probably didn't sleep and went straight to the concert in the morning, because everybody was there. Prince Lobkowitz and the Archduke Rudolph, that of course
trio
all the
fame.
years of the trio fame, and also Schuppanzer. Also all the people associated with Beethoven. Now Beethoven, while he was writing it, he already had a particular type in mind. So first of all, he immediately stole the last movement from his earlier sonata, also in A major. So the last movement that we know of Kreutzer actually originally didn't belong to it. It belonged to the sixth sonata, and this is number 9, Opus 30, number 1. But clearly he wanted to showcase his obvious virtuosity. And they played the first performance. Was incredibly successful. I don't know how they did it at 8 in the morning, okay? But they did, and there is an incredible passage early on, which is kind of like a mini piano cadenza all over the keyboard. And then when they repeated the exposition, Bridgetower played it on the violin, at which point Beethoven jumped from the piano, came and embraced him.